Hey guys, Jarhead0331 here from Grogheads.com, bringing you another great video of another title that a lot of you guys might not have heard of. This is called Angels Fall First, and it's primarily a first-person shooter, but it incorporates all different kinds of combat, including obviously infantry combat with small arms and vehicular-based combat, as well as an aviation component and even space combat that includes battles with capital ships as well as smaller fighters and bombers. So this game has a little bit of everything, and I don't think a lot of people know about it, and hopefully this video will expose people to it. I believe it started off as a mod for Unreal Tournament, I think, and over time the guys who were making it decided to turn it into an independent project, and it was released for early access, which I believe it's still in. Matter of fact, top right corner here, you can see that that's correct. But it's being patched, and content is continuously being added, and I think there's a lot of potential here. So basically, there are two main factions, and you can join either one. And although this is primarily a online multiplayer team-based shooter, it does have a strong single-player component in that you can play completely with bots. And you know, they're not the smartest bots. They're not going to trick anyone into thinking they're actual humans, but they do what they're supposed to, which is fight. Um, and they do a pretty decent job of that. So you can set up servers to play online, or you can play local operations on a number of different maps. And some of the maps transition from space combat down to planet-side battles, which is really cool. So you can be fighting within one of these big battle cruisers, get on a dropship, fly out of the ship, and actually seamlessly fly down to a planet and continue the fight down there. Now, that's not something that we see a lot of in games, so I think that's a really unique feature that sets this game apart. And if you've been watching the background here, you can see that there's a really cool aesthetic, and the game looks pretty good, especially for an independent project with one or two developers. And I really like the art direction, you know, the way the armor looks and the way the vehicles look. It's really cool. So I'm gonna make a series of shorter videos, and we'll start with part of the tutorial, and we'll take it from there.
This is our galaxy as we know it today. 4 millennia have not stilled the schisms of mankind. The stellar nations, each an original colony of Earth, now vie for control as once nations fought over the clay of the homeworld. Nothing has changed. Proud Antares, mankind's eldest colony of worlds, once defeated some 1,000 years past. Now under a new power, Antares seeks independence from the League of Nations, for herself and for many border systems. The United League, founded by 5 nations, has endured for almost a millennia, but dissent is deeply sown. And as more nations rally to the resurgent Antarian Emperor, the League finds itself more embattled by the day.
these are obviously all in-game renders. I mean, when you're fighting, this is what it looks like. So this is the bridge of the USNV Swift, and these are the tutorials that are available to the player. Let's start with the combat and weapons training, just to showcase
Commanders issue new orders.
basic handling of weapons. So here are some of the weapons that can be used, and they pretty much all look like futuristic versions of modern weapons, and it's pretty easy to tell what their primary purpose is just by looking at them. This is obviously a GPMG, and here you got some sniper rifles. Some more weapons. Now if I have one beef with the guns in this game, it's that a lot of them kind of feel the same when you shoot them. The rate of fire is different, and the amount of damage the projectiles or kinetic charge causes may change, but when you're actually shooting them, they all feel very similar, and I don't like that. There's not enough feedback on the type of weapon it is. So I would say that needs some work, and I think the developers are aware of it, and they are trying to improve that. So this is just showing off the command system. If I had bots in my squad, I could give them orders through this system here. Weapons are moddable. Some of them have different scope attachments. And wants me to experiment with some of the weapons.
Check in on this part.
So this is obviously a pump action shotgun. See the flash and the recoil and the gun doesn't really change much. So they need to work on that, in my opinion. But it's, pretty standard when it comes to this, first-person shooting mechanics. And it's good enough. Let's head over to the vehicle portion of the tutorial.
Listener, we have a new job for you.
This is a light transport, or rather a light reconnaissance vehicle. So all vehicles can be configured with different weapons and special systems, such as EM sensors and motion sensors and self-repair modules, scramblers. You know, that's a pretty neat feature, and of course all different kinds of weapons. Um, Here's a 25 millimeter RID, or rather a 40 millimeter. Grenade launchers, plasma rifles, all different kinds of weapons that you can equip. And you can even change squad colors. Change the camera view. You can change the seat. Cockpit view. Visible damage. Here's a armored personnel carrier. 5 passenger seats. Heavy armor, main battle tank. Exit. Interior. It's pretty cool. It's well done. So there's also this active map that's pretty neat. Um, the UI is a little convoluted and takes a lot of getting used to, but with some practice, you obviously you get more comfortable with it and you can figure it out. But again, this map system is pretty cool. 3D map showing the entire interior of the ship that you're in, or the planet or structure that you're in. So even when you're infantry, a lot of loadout options. A lot of different kinds of armors. And even modules that you can equip. So like, here's heavy armor. Looks pretty cool. All different kinds of weapons that you can choose from. All different kinds of kit. Some of which is deployable. So there's a lot going on in this game. So I'm going to cut the video here, and then maybe in the next video I'll do some space flight, and then eventually I'll do some combat training gameplay. So check this game out. I don't think it's too expensive. I'll have to double check. But if you're into this kind of game, I think it's totally worth it. So thanks for watching. Jarhead0331 with grogheads.com. I'll catch you in the forums. See you later.